You know, I thought the title was some kind of typo.
Turns out, it was as accurate as they could have made it. Hey, Captain Fennec here, and the Cerritos is playing diplomat between two photonic species, while a new ensign is causing havoc. Sounds like it could be interesting. Oh, and Boimler wants to be best friends with Dr. Ta'ana and join her book club, because that's what his alternative reality self did.
Well, that sounds like a riveting adventure.
It's on par with thinking your ex still thinks you haven't broken up. Let's be honest. This is not something I watch a sci-fi show for.
It's like watching a soap opera.
It's like the most boring part of soap operas, one where constant bleeped out swearing is viewed as high-end comedy.
So that side of the story is a total write-off. But the photonic beings could have been interesting.
Well, at least it's something we couldn't easily see in live action. Yet, those beings act like regular people. Sure, they look like cubes and spheres, but aside from that, there's nothing special about them.
Well, what about all the energy they spew as weapons?
Hand them a phaser and it's the same. Heck, they lift weights at the gym and one of them hovers around with a towel around them. High-end comedy for sure.
And in the middle of all that, there's Ensign Ollie, who turns out to be related to Zeus.
Zeus?
It's a throwback to the original series episode where Kirk and their gang met Apollo.
But didn't they leave the galaxy or something after that episode?
Their progeny is still around, and Ollie's one of them.
Bit of a pointless memory if you ask me. Maybe it's supposed to be funny?
Well, it could have been interesting, especially since Mariner decided to take her under her wing and mentor her. But all this is not focused on enough, and instead, we are thrust into a murder investigation with Ollie and Mariner in charge.
Why then?
Because they're low profile.
Right.
There are twists that are resolved far too quickly, superpowers that could have been so easily ignored as they don't really contribute to the story that much, and a big reveal which really wasn't that much of a shocking surprise.
It did allow for some really crass juvenile humor.
Oh yeah, because that's what we tuned in for.
Is it me? Or are we getting regularly disappointed by this season?
Definitely feels like the quality of the writing is subpar. Previous seasons had their issues, but they also released some truly excellent episodes.
And what's going on with this season's story arc? It was hinted at a couple of episodes ago, and nothing before or since. And we're 6 episodes in.
Not much of an arc, more of a nod.
The thing is, I can see potential here, but I feel it's all let down by poor writing or maybe a lack of care about the story. I mean, why create photonic beings and make them behave like totally normal regular humans? Why think swearing is funny? Why add twists to the story that don't actually make sense or even land?
Comedy?
Well, if it is, it's definitely not my kind of comedy.